Hello friends, this is of youth and age. That is you and me. You are youth and age. Okay. So 7:16. Men of age object too much, consult too long, adventure too little, repent too soon, but seldom drive business home to the full period, but content themselves with the mediocrity of success. Very simple and straightforward. If you have got your grandparents and so on, you might have already experienced such things. Men of age object too much. You ask for anything, the first reply is, don't do it. It is not good. That is objection. Consult too long. They will discuss matters with you for a long period of time. And also, others also, they will ask, shall I do this? Shall we do this? Adventure too little. Because they are already old, they cannot adventure. They cannot climb a tree, or they cannot climb a hill or any such thing. Repent too soon. So if they find that they have committed some mistake, they will be sorry for it. Repent too soon. That is not what the young men do. In the last class we saw, young men, they don't go back, they don't look back on their errors and try to correct. But old men are not like that. So then, seldom drive business home to the full period. Means, suppose you have to get 1,000 rupees per hour profit from your business. They will be satisfied with the 800 rupees. That is to the full possibility. That is full period means not that is not to be counted in numbers of years or months, but the projection, so to say. So that means if you are supposed to get 1,000, they will be happy with the 800. But content themselves, happy with them, satisfied with themselves, with the mediocrity of success. That's why I said, 6,600 will do, or 700 will do. They are not concerned whether they are going to get, or they are unable, so to say, to reach the target. That's the point. Sentence 17. Certainly it is good to compound employment of both, because both have got merits as well as demerits. For that will be good for the present, now, and because young men are very active, their action satisfaction. But old people are very careful, and also they consult and they study the pros and cons of everything. So certainly it is good. But on the other hand, young men, as we saw in the last class, they are like unready horse. See that? No discipline for them. They just jump into anything that they see. And afterwards what happens? They make mistakes, and that will be the ruin of their business. So certainly it is good to compound, means mix. Compound means mix. Compounder, he is mixing medicine. That is compounder. So to compound employment of both, for that will be good for the present means at that time, the given time, because the virtues of either age may correct the defects of both. So both ages, they have got virtues. Therefore, it will be balanced by the defects of both. See, if you are slow, old people are slow, then young people are very fast. Old people are not interested in taking action. Young people, they are ever ready to take action. Understand? Old people, they don't want to start new project. Young people, they embrace more than they can hold. See, and stir more than what they can quite. And therefore, they are always very active, ambitious. Old people are not ambitious, but young people are very ambitious. So together, defects of both. And good for succession also. See, father, and son. Father is conducting a business, he has established a business. Then son also joins. What happens when father dies? He can succeed and continue with that business. And after some time, he can destroy it by his own mistakes. So there will not be need for another succession. Understand that? Yeah. So that is in brackets. Now, the defects of both. and good for succession that young men may be learners, while men in age are actors. That's the thing. So when father is acting, and young people can learn from him. Father is MD, then son is secretary. So after that, secretary can become MD after the death of his father. So succession, that's important. Because lastly, good for extreme accidents, because authority follows old women. Extreme accident, something goes wrong, some terrible thing happens, then old men, their words, they carry authority. The words of old men carry authority. So in case something goes wrong, they can, with their influence and with their experience, they can control the thing. That's the thing. And favor and popularity youth. Then old men have got authority, but popularity and support will be given to the young people. So in any way, he says, defects of both can be cured by merits of both. Therefore, it is better to compound employment of both. And 18, both, but the moral parts. But for the moral part, perhaps, youth will have the preeminence as age hath for the polite. So moral part means the courage, the moral courage, so to say. The ability to stand, not morality there. So the moral courage. As for moral courage and the ability to do something, take action, means start something new. Perhaps youth will have the preeminence. Preeminence means they are the first, so to say. Preeminent person means the first person, the important person, as age has for the polite. But polite things, polite language, dealing with people, etc., of course, aged people are better than youth. Because the youth have more courage, but the polite, the decent way of talking and so on, that comes from the aged men or old men. But a certain rabbin means a guru of the Jewish people. You see, a teacher, rabbin, a teacher. Like in Japanese we say sen master. So that is a teacher, sen master is a teacher. So exactly like that here, for Jewish people, they call their teachers rabbi. Rabbi or rabbin, he says here. Bacon uses the word rabbin. Upon the text means written in the text, quoted. A quote from a rabbi. What is that? Your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. So there is a difference. Visions are very active, but dreams are passive. When you open your eyes, the dream will disappear. But whether you sleep or open your eyes or drive or play, whatever you do, the vision will still remain there. What are your vision? So that is a very active one. Understand? Very active. Visions are very active. Dreams are passive. They come and they go. You may come and you may go, like that. Dreams are like that. So the Rabbi says he supports young men. He says they see visions, and continues. He says inferred. Inferred means he reasons. He concludes. Inferred. He concludes that young men are admitted nearer to God than old, because vision is a clear revelation than a dream. So he says young men are nearer to God because young men see visions. Visions are clearer than a dream. So he says young men are friends of God. Like we say friends of trees. Isn't it? Like that he said friends of God. So he concludes that, the Rabbi concludes that young men are admitted nearer to God because they see visions. God also sees visions. God is the master of all, or the originator of, or the source of all visions. Therefore, naturally what will happen? Young men are admitted nearer to God. Like old men are admitted to the hospital. See that young men are admitted to the clubs. Like that. Because they are very active. Old men, when they are admitted to a club, what is the use? They cannot do anything. It will be like yesterday said, April is the cruelest month because why? The reason is that the inhabitants of the wasteland, they are unable to enjoy the pleasures of the spring season. The opposite of that you saw in Joseph's Canterbury, there is one that April with the sure. Sweet savours of earth. For the inhabitants of London, it is sweet savours. But for the inhabitants of the wasteland, it is April is the coolest month. Because they are unable to appreciate it. They are all anesthetized in that situation. That's the reason April becomes cruel for them. So in this case, if an old man is admitted to a club or a gymnasium, it is cruelty to him. So exactly like that, God admits young men in His club because they see visions, and visions are very active. God doesn't want in His club, I mean, God loves everybody in His club, old men, because they only see dreams. So clear revelation is in vision, not in dreams. Okay. And certainly, the more a man drinketh of the world means the more a man get the experience of the world. He lives in the world. If a man lives 90 years, he drinks more of the world than a person who lives 20 years, who can only live for 20 years. So he drinks less of the world. So the more a person can drink of the world, the more it intoxicates. Like alcohol. Take 10 bucks, then you will get intoxicated. Too many. But alcohol is injurious to health, please remember. Smoking and taking alcohol, these are injurious to health, so please don't do that. I withdraw my example. Alright, so the world, the name, more it intoxicated, and the age doth profit rather in the powers of understanding than in the virtue of the will and affections. So virtue of will and affections, for that you have to go to Headman. But to experience in life, the world, he drinketh the world too much. See that? And it intoxicated him. Means he is filled with the experience, intoxication. And the age that profit rather on that. So, who is the best teacher? The best teacher is your experience, not the book. Understand that? See, an animal that you see in the theoretically in a textbook, that will not eat grass, but a living animal will eat grass. That is because he is experiencing it. The animal in your textbook does not experience anything. So like that, the person who lived or who has got the luck to live in this world, luck or unluck, that is up to you. Live in this world, he has got a rich experience, and the experience will teach you, or experience will help him to advise others. But for moral and affections, that is virtues of the will and affection, virtues of the merits or the good qualities of will, means strong will, and also affections, love, and building a relationship with others. Affection does not just mean love alone, but building relationship with others. The best person is the young man. Because the old man, what happens, we have seen, they consult too much, they object too much. If you are objecting all your projects, you can't, that the other person will not come to you, saying that whatever I say, he is objecting. Understand? So, my dear friends, we will go through the main points once again, and then I think things will be clearer to you. So, this is a comparative study of youth and age, and then we saw aged people object too much, they consult too much, they have no adventure, and then they cannot realize the targets of business. They are happy with the medium success. That's the thing. And next he says, and therefore he says, it's better to have the employment of both young and old. The reason is that the defects and the merits, they will be neutralized. The defects will be cured by the virtues of both the ages. Both the ages, they have got defects, but it will be neutralized if both are there. Another plus point is that while the old man is acting, the young man can be learner can be learning, and later what happens? When the old man disappears, the young man can take over. So that is another great advantage. And the next point to note is that youth, they have preeminence, means they are better, but for the moral part, moral courage, so to say, moral courage and actions and so on, they are the first. They should be given first preference. But for the polite dealings, is with the old man. And he said, God admits young men to his club, the preferred club. God has got many clubs. One is preferred club. The preferred club, he admits young men, because young men see visions, and visions are very clearer revelations. And God also sees visions. Old man only sees dreams. So that is very passive. God is not very much interested in dreams. God is interested only in visions. Understand? This is what a rabbi. Rabbi means a teacher, a Jew of the Jewish people. As I told you, teacher of the Japanese people, they call Zen masters. So this is rabbi. And we say, we call guru. So for us, these teachers are guru. Tamasama Jyotirgamaya, we know. Because what does he do? He, from darkness to light, he leads him. That's why Tamasama Jyotirgamaya. Right. And then he says, clearly he says, certainly he says, no doubt that a man who lives long will have a rich experience in life. Definitely he will be polite in his dealings. But as far as young men are concerned, for affections, see, that is building up relationship, affections, and also is the understanding the age both profit rather than in the powers of understanding than in the virtues of will and affection. Means strong will and also good relationship with people. It's good to have young men. The others, they have got powers of understanding. So comparative study of age and you, that is you and me. Okay, I hope that you are following and you are enjoying my lectures. Definitely you should share, like, and then subscribe. That's another thing. But more important is this one. Let's wash our hands and flush our Quran. So this is our this week's slogan, as I told you. Next week I will give you another one. Till then, you please keep this in your mind. Also share with your friends. Bye. Have a nice day. Enjoy your life.